Damn, you guys are fast. What's up, what's up? $52 by myself, that's not bad. Yeah, this is Gappy. Gappy in his bestest of moments. What's up, what's up? Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. The Gapster, dude. He's so good. Dude, honestly, 44 is not bad for solo. If he's Sovereign Dupe, dude, it's gonna be so good. Sovereign Dupe, he's just... No, it's gonna have to be double mythic, dude. Cost reduction's not gonna do anything. His upgrade costs are too much anyway. So you have to play around that. I honestly wish he had a little more critical chance. But I don't want to sacrifice 10 seconds. Like, it's a huge gap in how much you get it, gap. It's a huge amount of seconds you lose if you swap out the chest for crit chance. Like, huge. You miss out so much. Yeah, Sov Dupe for him is the way. Yeah, Sov Dupe is like the only way at this point. At least for Gappy. It's really not bad. With more people and more Gappies, you just clear so quickly. You just can't beat this kind of DPS. Like, it's just too much. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, it stacks infinitely. It doesn't stop. So, even if they slow down his rate of stacking, he's still broken. Like, infinite stacking is just very good. Imagine I could try to roll 15-15 on him. It's gonna take an hour or two. 15-15 cooldowns. I'll help you out. If anybody needs help, I can host some of these portals. That's fine. It doesn't scale the boss. Let's see. Show my runtime one more time, and then I'll do the. I came on so this way I could do a video, just like a little clip too, and then farm for a little bit on stream. Alright, not bad. 41 seconds. That's the clear time that we're working with here. Alright, so welcome to the video. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing with my team. So for the upgrade, Gappy, Gappy, Gappy. It's the only Gappy comp. Funny enough, building this was actually really fun. I enjoyed dropping a bunch of zero cost units on my team. Yes, I played into Capitalist for both Professor and Omega Dragonlord. I have an extra one, so I ran Capitalist on him as well, just so this way he gives the buff. I think Omega Dragonlord's the one that's the most replaceable out of everything. So you could probably opt in for maybe Giorno, probably be a little better. So, zero cost Professor as well. That's what the team is running right now. What you'll see is every now and then you get an extra 300 yen. So you see that little bounce of 300 yen. I'll run one more time. I probably could get faster, I think, if I cut Dragonlord and drop something else, like Giorno. I think Giorno would probably be a little better. Because he amps, right? He amps the stats. We can swap out Dragonlord. I just don't know Capitalist Giorno. It's Giorno or Yama. I mean, probably Giorno stacks a little better in the 40 seconds. Let's see what we can do with Giorno. I think I have an extra golden will somewhere hanging around. Let me try to see if we can get slightly faster with a Capitalist golden will. There's golden will. Perfect. No, so Giorno doesn't buffs, like he debuffs the enemy, so the enemy takes more damage just by his, presence being there. Every 5 auto attacks. The thing is, we do have enough of the gear that we can place it on him. Perfect. All right. Let's limit break because we can. And then let's get the stats up for him. Yeah, no, you're good. That's all he does. He probably doesn't even need the damage and stuff, but we're gonna add it anyway. What do you mean broken stuff on units that don't need it? Let's cut Dragonlord. I don't think I need him at all. And Golden Will's good. And then we'll put teams. Perfect. That's actually, dude, that's actually insanely perfect, so he doesn't use his ability. Alright. Soul of Fire, put this. Let's see what he's at. Cost, send cooldown. Send cooldown is here. Send cooldown range. He's a 4-cost unit, send cooldown is 18. Yeah, curse filter would be nice. This is send cooldown. His cost is 620. Cost. I don't think I get anything from here. There's no cooldown, send cooldown. There's just cost reduction. That's fine. And then the helmet. Send cooldown. What's the 13? Nah, not worth. Cutting the sword? No, cutting the sword's important. Am I gonna go for Jojo Ranger? I would like to. Is he available right now? Increase the cost. Boost the send cooldown. Is he available right now is the question. Send cooldown goes to 40 seconds. 14. Oh, it's not even that much. Does he drop? He drops to 0.3. And with the cloak? With speed? Okay. We get him a 0. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And he's 0.3 seconds. Yes. The best accessories for Gappy Beyond? Yeah, I'll show. Let me test something real quick. Hold on. Testing a concept here. It's the standard ability cooldown build though. If you're not familiar with it, that's all it is. It's just standard, like brand new gear, ability cooldown type-esque equipment. So I'll show everything, don't worry. Thank you, yeah. Yeah, the Reaper set, I'll show you. I'll show everything right now. We're gonna go straight into... Yeah, he racks up quickly. We have the 4th Giorno out by the time he's about to hit the next upgrade. So all the Giornos are out, by the way. If you guys are like, oh, does the Capitalist spawn quick enough? Like, yes, in fact it does. What's our time? What's our time? It's 42, 42, 41. Alright, not bad. We'll call it like this for right now. So 41 seconds for the run. A little better than before. So I'll show you guys, this is the team I'm running. 0 cost on every unit except for Gappy. This is a very Gappy heavy team. Gappy's upgrade, he's the only one we're upgrading. If he was double traded, we would get definitely faster times. So this is the team comp right now. Only Gappy's being upgraded. We have Uta because any buffs that get applied to include any damage bonus he's getting is amplified because of Uta on the field. Griffith, just a natural buffer on the team, but he also scales with Gappy. I think we can play around with his gear to get a little better times. We have Giorno and we have Primal Fusion. Both do the same thing. Oh, 39 seconds, even better. So we have Giorno and we have Primal Fusion. Both literally do the same thing, which is the enemy takes more damage. The best part is they actually stack. And then we have the Professor. The Professor's cool because the Professor gives you more money. So I can show you the exact comp I'm running and how we get there. I'll show replacements right after. So for gear sets, this is Lullaby right now. Range, cost reduction, range. You're looking to get like 1 second cooldown at best for her, which you should be able to hit easily. We have Soul of Infinite Riches. So every time she smacks someone after their 5th attack, she generates a little bit more yen. Very, very helpful. Alright, this one is the Professor. Got it, super niche, hard to get. I'll get you guys a replacement for it. I like it because he generates money. So anything to just drop his cost. So we're just dropping his cost down to 0 with Capitalist spawning 2. I'll show his ability real quick for those that aren't familiar. He gains 300 yen every 15 seconds. Pretty solid little income unit. I know he's, I think, a little underrated. And then for Griffith, we have this right now. I don't think he needs a Soul of Greed. I think we can actually swap this out to something else. This was just for drops. So we could probably get away with swapping this out. Max range on Griffith, so he's just giving the effect. Very possible we just drop down his ability cooldown as low as possible. Let's see. If we do the exact same build that most folks end up getting, and we pop another Soul of Pure Agony, 5.3. 5.3 is not bad with this, and then I'd actually just opt for the extra 20% range. So yeah, I'd settle on this for Griffith. You don't need the extra loot because the loot is not dependent on the drop rate. It's based on the time cleared. So something like this would be perfect for Griffith. Just make him attack faster, do a bit more damage. Griffith's very good because he scales with Gappy. So this is Gappy. This is the equipment we're putting on Gappy. If you had the soul on Gappy before he evolved, you keep the soul. If not, then he cannot remove it. So that's the issue. Nope, no replacement for Soul of Agony. You can try Soul of Sloth if you really want to, but this one helps a lot. So dropping the cooldown helps. Like, look at this. If we take away 15% ability cooldown, his ability goes to 7 seconds right now instead of 1.8. Huge, huge difference in frequency of attacks. So every bit of ability cooldown reduction counts. So this is what we're using right now. Not bad. And then we have Golden Will. Golden Will, we're bringing his cost down to 0. He's on Ultra. We're just trying to get him to increase his cost, but spawn fast. So Soul of Fire, Ghoul's Sword, Black Shoes, Phoenix Cloak, Hair Curls. And then we have Primal Fusion. Primal Fusion, it doesn't have to be shiny. But what you can do is send cooldown. Oh, I can make this one Ultra too. That's on me. Let me increase his cost and drop his send cooldown, because we can fight for some better time. Yep, and because of the cost reduction gear, you don't really lose anything out. You just help him out, so I'll just finish showing his stats. Yeah, not bad. Drop by 6 seconds. That's very helpful. So, same thing. That is the that's the build for him. I can go over curses real quick as well, because I know some folks are going to want to see the curses, and then you're going to ask a few questions, which I'll answer. Professor, no curse needed. He just stands still. 15% range for Lullaby, just for that bonus. Griffith, ability cooldown I think is really good on him, just because the faster he attacks with Gappy's damage that he's getting, the better. It's 8%, but it's still better than nothing. Gappy, minus 15% cooldown. Ideally, you would want 15-15. This one has movement speed, which might help the runs, make it a little better. But movement speed and ability cooldown is what I have right now. If they ever add the auto curse, I'll go for 15-15 cooldown. I think that'll be a lot better for Gappy. Golden Will. So this is ideal for your auto attack units. I got extremely lucky today. So you want minus 15% on auto attack, but plus 15% on ability. You want the frequency of their ability to be used a lot less, because everything is based on their normal attack. So yeah, ideally I would want this exact curse on like Shenron, on Primal Fusion. That's the goal. And then for Primal Fusion, this is what I have. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna min-max every single curse right now. It's just too long to sit here and click this button. It's just, it gets excessive. So auto curse is definitely going to be needed in the future. So that is the team right now. Real quick, let's go over a few of the things you guys will ask that I know you'll ask. So the first one is, you have 2 Souls of Fires on the team. How do you get 2 Souls of Fire? Pretty simple. All you do is you unequip all your... so first, you equip your entire team. Then you go to teams. Alright? And what you do is you save your loadout. After your loadout is saved, unequip all your units. And then just go to each unit. And you're going to go to Primal. And you're just going to click and equip the Soul of Fire. And you're going to go to your unit, equip the Souls of Fire that you need. Whatever it is for your team. And then just equip everybody again. And that's it. That's the move. For this strat right now, I'm focused heavily on Yen generation. So I have Soul of Infinite Riches on Yuta, and Professor has... He does not have Soul of Riches. Who has Soul? No one has Soul of Riches. Oh, perfect. So we get even more Yen. Not bad. So, what else? What else? Replacements. So Professor, I got it. Not ideal. So what you would want is to get something like what's his name? Captain. Flame Captain. Flame Captain is one I highly recommend. The enemy takes more damage taken after the 3rd basic attack. It's an easy one to get. It's a unit that you can obtain. That's why I recommend it. The other one is going to be Fang, Umbrella Fang. The issue with Umbrella Fang is he was limited, so not everyone can have him, right? You want things that make the enemy take more damage. I think people are using Poochie as well, Priest of Heaven. I haven't really found the use for him yet to really use the buff. I think his buff was dependent on people not being present. This is active only if units are missing. Missing allies grant acceleration. All enemies in range. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, not that. You could go Pride if you want to chop off 40 bill from the boss. Really, you're looking for any buffing unit that has the ability to make the enemy take more damage or you deal more damage. That's probably as good as you're gonna get. So those are your options. Kind of limited when it comes down to buffers and debuffers, so you'll have to use what you have. The whole purpose though is to go for a full, minimize the amount of costs you're playing with your units, so this way you can play Gappy as soon as possible, and when you play Gappy, you can just upgrade him as much as possible. So that's the run. I will do one more just to kind of finalize. I know we made like 1 or 2 changes. So let's go. Let me go real quick. Yes, you can use Pride. Pride is good because he'll nuke like, what, 40 billion damage on spawn. So it's like an extra few seconds maybe you save yourself. Like I said, you're looking for stuff that either amplifies damage or increases the amount of damage the enemy takes. So the reason I recommend Yamamoto is because he's still accessible to everybody and he's not limited. And if you ask for any replacement for Primal Fusion, maybe you could go Shenron if you want. So go for that. And you're like, why all these difficult units? Well, the difficult units, the good ones, are all hid behind like actual content that you have to clear. So yeah, you're just gonna have to collect them. So this is us just kind of like finalizing the run, showing where he's at damage-wise and kind of what happens. Really, there's a touch of RNG to it because he has to first hit enough of the chains in succession, and then afterwards he just kind of takes off damage-wise. So we'll see here where he ends. 47 seconds, jeez. Let's go one more time. Try to hope for some better RNG. I mean, really the winner here is Gappy, so if you do end up with a double traded Gappy, you're in luck, because that'll carry you quite a bit. So. Ooh, how to obtain Senku. That's a good one. How to obtain Senku is by getting on the top 100 of leaderboard. So we talked about replacements for him, but the leaderboard for dungeons. There's 2 dungeons now, but that's the unit you receive. So this one I think was a little better of a run. Like I said, it's Gappy RNG. 37 seconds. Very, very nice. Nice way to end the video. So that's exactly the kind of run you're looking for. 37 seconds on your own. That's pretty sweet. Not bad. We were able to shave down the time quite a bit. Giorno was definitely a nice touch. So Giorno's stacking damage. If you guys are asking, can I use Duplicate instead? Nope. I like using Capitalist. I'm a huge fan of Capitalist. I think cost reduction is pretty OP. So try it out for yourself. Let me know what you guys think. It's a very kind of Voltron strat type of comp where you're just boosting one unit entirely. So the comp revolves around Gappy, and yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Win, loss, W, let me know what you guys think. I know there'll be a lot of people probably backlashing about Professor, but it'll be alright. So appreciate all the love and support, man. If you guys haven't had a chance yet, smash that subscribe button. Oh, one more thing. I was very lucky that Adam was able to reach out, and now we're testing as well for ARX. So any ideas, good ideas that you guys have, feel free to shoot me DMs in Discord or comment section down below. I'll be sure to take things into account and try to push good stuff along the way. So trying to be the good idea fairy here and help the game out, because the game's fun and I just want to see it succeed. So anyway, appreciate all the support. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and you guys have a good one. Alright. Alright, let's go. Yeah, you didn't see the dev post, man? You didn't see the announcement? It's pretty dope. Let's go. Let's jump into Ascension. I got you. I'll carry. Does anyone need an Ascension carry? I will freely carry you. Let me, PS link ARX. Anyone need Ascension carry? I got room for 2 more. If you need the unit, you want to jump in, by all means. The big leagues, yeah. I mean, I genuinely want to help the community, help it grow, want to help the game get better, push like a good agenda when it comes down to updates. So that's what's important, is like the game is genuinely fun. I think it's a solid foundation. It's just the direction they got to build. There's a lot of quality of life and work that needs to be done. So we'll see what they can do, and you know, things that we can advise on or help promote, and then obviously test when the time comes. I'm gonna pin it. There we go. So I got room for 1 more if anyone else wants to freely just jump in. If not, I'll start in like about a minute. So if anyone else wants to jump in, I'll just be helping carry the Ascension event. Give it a few seconds here. Yeah, if we don't see anyone jump in, we'll just start. It's no big deal. Honestly, I was happy with that ending on a 37-second run. That's pretty solid. For solo player, without double mythic trade is good. So. Plus, it's an only gappy strat. Maybe there's a better strat we can play around with and get a better solo time, but for only gappy is great. And that's already faster than Swarm, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that kind of those kind of numbers. Man, if the units are tradable for Swarm, that'd be great, man. I'd love to offload some of the units that I have. I was really trying to do a Boros giveaway too. Aaron, did you DC? Or are you loading in? I think you're loading in slow, right? You DC'd? Alright, real quick, we gotta go to lobby then. Because we're bugged. It's fine. Yeah, I'll help run for about maybe 30 minutes or so. We'll get enough runs in, and you should be able to get gappy from the capsules or something. No, you're good. You're good, no worries. The thing is, with this capsule thing, you get so much new gear. Like, I'm not going to open my extra capsules because I already have 50 of every piece of new gear. So, it's just so good. Yeah, this is actually a very rewarding event. The rerolls you get are about, I want to say about 4 times more than what you would get from Swarm. So this already beats Swarm for trait reroll wise. It's very good, and it's faster. It's faster. So, yeah, with 4 gappies, especially if some of them have double trait, like, you could be looking at 10-second clears, man. I didn't even realize you get soul fragments from it. I mean, it's solid. Having soul fragments is great, just in case they drop something that you can craft. But I have so many soul fragments already. Resources wise, at least in this stuff, we're abundant, so. You know, the map for this one I'm kind of impartial for. I think the rewards and the style is pretty solid. Too bad the run doesn't end as soon as the boss dies. I think that would be better going forward. I just know that I don't think they fixed the whole Gilgamesh Void Mask thing, so I think they're trying to avoid that. So they put the portal back. You keep DCing? Alright, well we're stuck now, so let me go back. You're good, you're good. Yeah, if you DC it ends up just like getting folks stuck. That's what happens also if like sometimes people DC at a certain point in the run. I think it's when a run ends. Like already ends and then you need to hit retry, but the player's not there to hit retry. So it just infinite stucks. Alright guys, one more time. Sorry about this, a little DC. Dude, I felt the exact same way about Boros, man. Boros not being on par, sucks. Yeah, the amount of capsules you needed for him, and it was like, it was rewarding to get, especially getting the shiny after a while. I was like, alright, this is pretty cool. Even though I do think the original model's a little better. I think the white is a little better, but the gold's cool too. It's like when he comes off the ship, you know, when he first sees Saitama. How can I join? How do I? I mean, if you're able to jump in quick enough, I think we have 4 people right now. I've pinned my actual Roblox private server link to the top of the chat here. So once you just click the chat, it'll just take you straight to the server. Yeah, that's about it. So. Yeah, really interesting to see. I am hoping for sure that they end up fixing some of the stuff. I know they talked about a whole baseline rebalancing. So yeah, it's like nerfing the characters, but not really because you're changing the scaling. So nerf's not the correct word. They're scaling back the damage in the game. I think that's going to be healthy. So I know we have the boy wonder over here, the Mr. Gappy. However, I do think it's going to be better once they scale down the damage numbers and just keep things at bay. From my understanding, I guess it was Jinwoo was when everything kind of went south and the numbers just skyrocketed. So, you finally got Gilgamesh, nice. And then Gappy just skyrockets the damage. Nice. Not bad. My Gappy got online there a little late, but not bad. 23 billion more damage. Get the new unit. 400 capsules. Yeah, I mean, the capsules and stuff is not bad to get. Honestly, man, it's such a good grind in terms of resources. So it's very appealing to get. Oh, nice. We skyrocketed right as soon as we touched the boss. Perfect. Bro's just doing billions on hit. Done. Done. Gappy's done. Let's go. It's just very AFK heavy. It is to a degree. I mean, that is the premise for most of the game. At least for right now, there's very minimal interaction. A lot of the community, I think, downvoted having harder game modes, which is wild to me because there needs to be some more difficult game modes. Actually, you need something where the enemy fights back, where you're losing. Like the players have to lose some point. Like it'd be good to see the player lose. You can't win all the time. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it's genuinely the game needs a little bit of a more difficult game mode right now, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, and that for the most part is the case, right? He does infinite damage, so the game modes are pretty easy. Honestly, for most of the other game modes, he's not needed, just because they don't have that much HP for him to scale, but in something like this, yeah, it works really good. For something like this, it works great. But you're not really going to care to use Gappy for a lot of other stuff, you know? How is everything 0? Well, Sam1 Flax 0, I'm glad you asked. That's going to be in my next video that I'm dropping. I already did like a pre-record early on the stream, so if you kind of rewind a bit, you can catch it. So I usually do my videos live, so I'll do the whole talking and going over the units and such. But that will be my next post for today, so stay tuned for that. Or you could just rewind here and check it out yourself. So I go over all the gear, all the replacements, all the curses. Yep. Correct. There's a reason for that, right? We're going to reduce the cost as much as possible, so our income stays high, and we can not only summon Gappy, but we can actually increase, we can upgrade Gappy the whole time. Yep. No. There's no rich soul glitching. I actually did not glitch any of the cost reduction souls. For some of them, I am increasing the cost, actually. For some of them, I'm increasing the cost. So like Primal Fusion and Golden Will, I've actually increased the cost. Yep. If you're trying to join my game specifically, right now we're full for running this, but I will definitely go back in a few minutes maybe and then grab some more folks. Professor isn't. Yeah, so Professor, we didn't increase the cost or lower the spawn time. We probably could for Professor. I could do that for Professor. It's not a big deal. Increasing his spawn. The reason we play Professor is for the income gain. Yeah. Yeah, the link to the actual private server is at the top. Wow, 31 seconds. What a run, dude. Dude, when Gappy just takes off, bro just cooks. 31 seconds. What in the world? What was that? 31 seconds. Am I ever going to make a new dungeon team video? I mean, I can. The thing is, when I do the dungeon team, like, I can. The issue is dungeons are just so irrelevant right now. They're extremely buggy. Folks are bugging their way straight through them, and they're not difficult. They're just time consuming now. Because you can play freeze, stall, play whatever, and still play Gappy and do well. Yeah. You could play Wonder of You and still do well. I mean, I could try to build something out, but right now people are cheesing with a very well-known bug, but like I said, Is anyone else even good to get from the update? Actually, yeah, Wonder of You is pretty solid. He's more of a, if the enemy attacks you, he does some counterattacks. Poochie is extremely good to get as well. If your base takes a hit, he resets everybody, kills everything but the boss. So Poochie's probably very, very much meta for dungeons. I could easily see that being the case, especially in high tier. Yeah, Wonder of You is extremely strong. I think Wonder of You has a good counter of attack mechanic that uses his ability damage. So there's some interesting features with him. We really haven't limit tested it. We've done a video that shows the unit and reads the passive and what he does, but yeah. I can't add you, brother. I'm sorry. Like if I keep adding people, it gets very hectic for me, man. I just make it a point not to add folks right now. It gets very hectic with thousands of folks like coming in and out. If possible, you could just use the link, brother. It's open for everybody, easy to use. I promise it's a safe link. That's how everybody got here. What's the team for soloing the new event with Gappy on my team? The exact team you see right now is the team that I'm using. The team that I have right now. Sure. The team that I have right now that's on is what I'm using. The best replacements? Oh, with Gappy, Unevo Gappy. I actually have a video already posted, Sleepy Hollow. So if you check out my channel, if you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button. But in my channel, I do have one of my videos that shows how to clear the mode without the newest units. I made sure the first video was without the new units. How do I clear? Some people were upset because I did recommend Gilgamesh. However, Gilgamesh is something that's been available for the past week plus, you know, and folks should have, you know, tried to farm it if you were playing. So, but yeah, guys, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. I do have the video that I plan on posting the this team. This way you guys see the full build, but yeah. So Gilg is extremely hard to get. However, here's a good one, Sam. Void Mask works on him again. So Void Mask is working on him. It had an error. Okay, Connor. Yeah, I'm not sure, brother. I will copy paste a brand new link just for you, and then I'm gonna stop trying because I don't know how else to help. So I'm gonna try one more time. All right, big dog. Let's go one more time. Copy, brand new, paste here. There you go. Yes, Void Mask is back. I think it's worth getting the shiny Gappy. I have high hopes for their people that are making the models. I don't think you can make the strongest unit in the game and leave the model looking like this, okay? So you just joined it. It might be what I'm playing in on. Yes, if you joined it, that's the server that I'm on right now. The same exact server that I pinned already. I can repin this new one if it makes people feel better. But yeah. It's just, I'm already in a game right now with 3 other people, so you might not see me inside the server. Viable replacements. That's a tough one. You're gonna need to look at something like Yamamoto, right? Old Man Yama. Uta's very difficult to replace. Maybe you want Omega Dragon Lord, Shenron. You can try with Skeletal Knight. My Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. Let me get that. Where's my Nightbot? Yeah, that's my community Discord link. Yes, I'll be swapping who we play with. I'm just doing a few rounds for Diddle. We'll help him out, and as well as Nabby and DJ. So we'll go out. We'll come back in. No worries. I'll stream for probably about another 45 minutes or so for this evening. Yep. I do think it's only because of the DCMA thing, to be honest too, and I agree. It just sucks not to see the units like stand. You know, with JoJo, especially the whole theme of having stands, it's nice. Like Shiny Johnny, right? Like Shiny Johnny has his stand. I would love to see something like that for these units. I think that's just, you know, it's part of the lore, part of the story, part of how the story goes. So I'd love to see the stands for it. Is Shadow Monarch still available? You're talking about Jinwoo. Yes, Jinwoo is still available. He's not a limited unit. You can by far go ahead and grab him if you need to. I highly recommend you get Eto and Gilgamesh. Eto and Gilgamesh are very solid. You do it in one... Well, if you're using Void Mask, you should be able to clear in about 30 seconds or less. The best soul for Gappy right now is Soul of Agony. You want to reduce his ability cooldown as much as possible. So I find great success in just lowering the cooldown. Can I put the server link in Discord maybe? Sure. It's already there in my community chat if you want to check it out. Yeah, just try... Oh, Void Mask does not work for Dio. Void Mask works for Gilgamesh. Not for Dio, because Dio still counts as a boss. How do you get it? Oh, I just told you it was available, not how do you get it. You pull Jinwoo from Banner if you're trying to get Jinwoo, and then there's some stages you farm. No, they did not fix the soul thing for Gappy, so before you evolve your Gappy, probably best to have a soul on him. Yes, the one that Unkmango posted. Yep, you saw it. You see it, Connor. That's the one Unkmango posted. Yep. That is the most recent one for ARX. I dropped it so folks can group up, so the link's available. Absolutely, yeah. You have a good night, Logan. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you swinging by. Yep. Yep, just helping people get their Gappies. If not the Gappies, at least you get a lot of the new gear, and the new gear is gonna snowball you regardless. The new gear is... I mean, it's so easy to get the new gear now, it's laughable. Like, Expedition should just be deleted at this point. I think for the most part, everybody knows that. I do like that the capsules are the new way to get the gear, and I appreciate it a lot more than Expedition. Expedition did feel not as great. Yeah, so many capsules, so many rerolls, so many resources. It's a very solid event. The Ascension event is very good. Yep. Yeah, if you guys are tuning into the stream, this is the comp that I've been using for solo farming. I do prefer to farm in a group, especially a dependable group overnight. It does make the game a lot faster. You might shave down a few seconds, but yep. Event is good, but maybe buff Gappy chances by a tiny bit. No, there's no need. You know he's easier to get inside the capsule than he is on drop. That's how I've gotten all my Gappies, is from the capsules. I've gotten a few from drops, but you get them from capsules. It's so good. It's so hard to say no to, man. The chance from capsule is 1%. It's even better than the drop rate from the actual thing. Me? How many Gappies do I have? I have a lot. I had a lot. I sold all of them, and then I even de-shinied my other shinies. I had like 6 or 7 more shinies. In just a few minutes of farming, you'll get enough capsules. You should be able to pull at least 1 Gappy. Yeah, it's quite solid. It's quite solid. So. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with putting greed on your Griffith. I did the same thing for the longest time. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Get the item drop rate where you can. I agree. You know, now with solo Poochie team, it's even easier to get other gears if you're trying to farm for other gears too, like the crafting ones. The thing, it's so easy now to actually get. Damn, these times are looking good. 30 seconds ain't bad. I think solo I had 37 was the real nice one I had on the last try we did. So. Oh, you're trying Void Mask for Ascension. I don't know if Void Mask works for Ascension. I know it works for Gilgamesh. I don't think it'll work for Ascension. If it does, that would actually be nuts. Void Mask was one that I honestly gatekept for myself. I used it a bit on dungeons, but not as much. I think Virus Shade I used a lot more frequently. But there were times that I used Void Mask. Especially now with the Send cooldown is even better. But I already have a lot of good niche little supports here and there that I'll pop through. Is Gappy getting nerfed? I don't think so. No. You get 4 to 6 capsules each round, and it's based on how fast you clear. So the faster you clear, the more capsules you rewarded. Can I get new people soon? Yeah, I'll bounce out from this one in about 8 minutes. If you heard me before when I started, I said I'd do this to about 7:30 my time, and then I'll do another 30 minutes with other folks, and then probably call it for the evening. So yeah, I'll head back after this. Probably about another 8 minutes. I'll head back and then get a new group. I mean, even if they nerf him and make his scaling a little slower, I think we can still do fine. It is fun as hell. His infinite damage scaling is pretty sick. The way it stacks, I mean, it's pretty nuts. Oh, you're leaving in 5. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Well, I mean, I'll be streaming most likely tomorrow in the evening as well, so if you can't make it to when I have to hop off, then, or when I have to jump out of this in the next 6 minutes, then yeah, you can try to jump in the next time I'm doing it, man. Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, I'll be I stream regularly, so yeah. You're gonna beg your mom. You gotta do the right thing, man. So, especially if you have school tomorrow, you know? Focus on school. Games are always here. Games will always be here. They won't leave. I have not. So, it's 100% increase to the item drop rate. So what that's implying to me is it's kind of like the Soul of Greed, where it's 25% increase to whatever the base rate is. So, seems pretty solid. I think more so 100% increase on, I don't know, niche items and stuff that you can get from Ranger stages is probably best, but... Is it 5 units? I thought you only had to use Poochie by himself. He had to be alone for it. Unless I misread it. I really thought it was as long as the 5 other units are missing. It only procs when 1 unit is missing. Oh, that's good to know. Well, that's a lot better than what I thought. So yeah, I guess you could trade out Uta for Poochie and then cut the Professor and just leave the empty spot. And just run Poochie like that. That's good, good little buff. Maybe you're misunderstanding, but... Oh no, you're good. Per unit missing. Yeah, but... I mean... Connor, like I said, I don't mind caring at the end of the day. If things are more important, you do what you gotta do, brother, right, man? You know, honor thy mother and father. Just gotta... do the right thing. Just don't do the wrong thing. As long as it's okay. Alright. Hey man, if you gotta go, it's okay. It'll always be there. It's no issue. And I stream regularly, brother, so if you ever hop on, by all means. Typically I'll do stuff like this too. I don't mind carrying. I really already have everything this update. I just want to help folks out. So just jumped on to help out for a little bit. Can't wait to rewatch this for the team build. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's already out. What I'll do is, in 2 minutes when I head back, swap teams out, then I'll probably work on thumbnails, and then when I'm done with the stream, I'll just end up publishing it pretty quickly. Just because we did the live clip already, it makes it a lot easier to edit and upload stuff, at least for me. I try to streamline my workflow because I do have a full-time job and a family to take care of, but this for me is something I've been enjoying trying to build as a hobby, so... Like I said, if this ever turned into a lucrative business for me that I was able to keep up if I quit my job, that'd be crazy nice. But that'll take a while to grow into, you know? At most, it gives me more time with the kids. Yeah, the game, and that's one of the reasons I've still kept playing this, is it has the potential for more, and it's fun, and it's very, what is it? It's easily accessible, I think, to get into, enjoy, build, roll-on units right now. So I do see a lot of potential that ARX has to offer. I really hope they don't mess it up. I'm gonna do my best to help where I can and give good feedback. We did put out a nice review video that talks about the pros, the cons. Recommendations for improves, where they've fallen short. Models is the worst thing right now going on for this game. They've gone from really nice design models to just fallen off. Maybe it's the DMCA threat. Maybe it's I don't know, bandwidth. You know. You got like 1 minute. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be going in right after this run. Don't worry. Connor's just looking at you're looking to get in, try to AFK as quick as you can, and then whenever it ends, huh? He's like he's like, I'm just trying to get in. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Alright. Going back right now. So, if new group of folks join in, anyone else trying to jump back in, that's fine. Don't worry, I'm just gonna start up the group real quick. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Level 32, man, you're gonna get a gappy early, huh? That's a good boost for you, man. You get some good gear and such. Call that a good deal. You're in, you're gotta go see it. Yeah, absolutely, Connor. You take care, brother. Already aware it's gonna happen, don't worry. Hopefully, everybody loads in. That would suck if someone DC'd, and then we're stuck. You're on your noob to pro account? That is a way. That's a technique for sure. That's a technique. Dude, Dark might be cooked. If everyone doesn't load in, we get stuck here. I'll give it a few minutes. Oh man, the DCs. Someone DC'd. Alright, I gotta go back to the lobby and restart this because it DC'd. I am also on limited time, so help where I can and then move on. Yeah, someone DC'd, so we got stuck. We got hard stuck, look at that. She's showing mercy. Absolutely. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. It does auto vote if you have it selected. Alright, no worries. Take care, brother. Absolutely. Take care, brother. I'm gonna only farm this for about 25 more minutes right now, and then I will move on and probably have a good rest of my evening here. Just gonna help out a little bit while I can. So try to go for about 25 minutes ish. While I make some edits. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you should be good now. There's some stuff you have to do for the quest, some AFKing, but at least you have the Gapinator. You just gotta be able to Evo him now. The trials inside your quests. The Evo is gonna take a little bit of farming, but yeah, you're better off, like, if you can try to do the damage. The damage one is gonna take the longest because it's only based on his auto attack damage. So you could go to the testing place and do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that works too. Getting Gilga, yeah. You have a Void Mask for Gilga? This way you can farm up. Void Mask will work wonders over there now. Definitely makes it a lot easier. So. Oh, I forgot this cosmetic comes out choppy if I try to cut it around it. You got to summon for Void. Yeah, yeah. If I were you, I'd just summon for Void Mask and then put Void Mask on the team and it'll insta-kill Gilgamesh, so. Like, all you need to do is roll the Void Mask and then, like, probably roll your trait rolls on dupe on him. Upgrade his stuff with everything you've gotten from Swarm and you should be fine, man. Because honestly, Gilgamesh is very powerful, and once you get Gilga, you can farm these solo if you need to. But you shouldn't be held back. The biggest thing is getting Gappy's damage. That honestly takes the longest, I think. Over the clears, over the capsules, like, by far, that takes the longest is his damage. I'm here, guys, just hanging out right now, just chilling. Not as interactive at the moment, we're just grinding. I was making some thumbnails while I wait, but if you guys got questions, stuff you want to talk about, by all means, you can go ahead and chat away. If not, just enjoy the little background music while I'm farming. Just helping these folks out, get their gappies. Gappy won't solve problems, he'll become a new problem. Getting him quest complete is not the easiest thing right away. Honestly, the biggest win, at least for new players, is going to be getting that gear. Getting that gear is probably the biggest help you can get, I think. It's just better. The gear is literally just better. What time do I gotta go? I plan on leaving in 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna let it farm with you guys for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna probably close down on stream and then focus on setting up for tomorrow for work and doing whatever else I gotta do. Yeah. At least for me, you know, I'm between running errands, taking care of the family, doing what I gotta do for work, is a lot on my plate, but I do like to jump on, try to stream a little bit here and there, maybe grab some new subscribers, help some folks out, and get some clips for some content. So I'm trying to be as consistent as I can be. So time permitting, you know. We'll see. Gappy quests are bugged. Nope. No, Gappy quests are good. The only ones that are bugged are Jotaro. Jotaro's quests seem bugged. I haven't been able to complete it, so... Yeah, those are the ones that are bugged right now. How does it work? So folks were saying you can just put Gappy in the first slot. I actually have a video on how to get the unit. If you want, you can check out my video. It's in my channel, one of my more recent ones, showing exactly how to get the quest, how to do the quest. I do a quick talk over for every single point. So if you have any questions about that, it's a good place to check it out. But yeah, ideally, you could just have only him on the team and then have friends carry you. That works well too. And then the alternative, I think, is to have Gappy in the first slot and then every other unit after. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's not working or how that works, but the way I did it was I had friends carry. So I just found the group and I swapped out with folks in the group, and we were able to get the Gappy credit. Yep, the full video for this guide and stuff and talk through and what I did is on my end of my channel. So if you get a chance, check it out. Yeah, probably do this for about another 2 minutes and then call it here and head back and we'll see what we had. Don't plan on staying up too long, just was helping out a bit. Hopefully the folks that jumped in here had a chance to get some good stuff, some good equipment. Hopefully a Gappy somewhere in the capsules. I'm logging off most likely for the evening, brother, but yeah, you could join me probably the next time if I am carrying for the next time. Usually I'll do stuff like this, just help out after everything's been done farming for you know, making the characters and stuff. Especially for an event like this where it's very helpful. Trust me, on a weekday? What are we on, Wednesday? Yeah, on a Wednesday, dude. Yeah. Not too worried about viewership. I was able to just get on and grab the clips that I was looking for. This way I can showcase a nice team. This team here is all full zero cost, so pretty cool stuff. Alright, last run for me, and then I'm gonna head out after this. This way I can check what else I gotta clean up and then call it. Take that double trade on Gappy. Oh, I would love to, man. I'd love to. There's no double, there's no 2x reroll, man. I'd love to get a double trade on Gappy. There's no 2x chances, or else I would be. So, we're close. We're close to our next double trait. Hopefully for him it'll be Sovereign Dupe. So, we've gotten Sov Seraph, Capitalist Sovereign. So hopefully this time it's going to be the dupe sovereign in the shoot. So, nice. We got a good amount of capsules here. I'll open them later. They get the bag quite heavy. I mean, gear, you max out very quick, so there's almost no need to open the Reaper capsules and such. That would be kind of a waste for now, until they either increase the cap or find a way to make use of all the extra gear. It's good to have an abundance of the gear, though, that easily, so. Yeah, you're welcome, no worries. Alright, that is all for the evening. Appreciate you all for tuning in. So, if you haven't yet, smash the like button, subscribe if you have not. So, I'll see you guys around. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a good evening. Stay blessed.